Hi, I'm McLane. I'm the set designer for GIGI at the Neil Simon Theatre. The set for GIGI is based on the Grand Palais in Paris and also elements of the Eiffel Tower. In some ways, the set feels like it's taking place underneath the base of the Eiffel Tower. I'm kind of obsessed with the Grand Palais and the gorgeous ironwork there. It's this absolutely beautiful building that feels like it's made entirely of glass and iron, and the ironwork that supports this giant domed glass ceiling is one of the most beautiful designs that I've ever seen. And it also is sort of a real feat of French engineering at the time. It's interesting because designing Paris on stage is an interesting challenge. You know, people think of the streets and the buildings, I think so much when they think of Paris. And that seems like a sort of impossibly heavy thing to convey on stage. So I was really looking for something that felt light and airy. Even though those structures are made of metal, the Eiffel Tower and the Grand Palais, there is something sort of beautifully lacy about them that takes light in a gorgeous way, that's sort of transparent. And to me, there's nothing more romantic than that. Conveying that decadence, the kind of enormous wealth, the sense of Paris society at that time is a huge part of this design, both for me and also for the costume designer, Catherine Zuber. I've been accused of having a predilection for repeating objects and repeating patterns on stage, and I guess that's true in this design as well, you know, I think in a more subtle way. So I have here some sketches and also some of the research that I used to base the ideas of the set on. This picture I love. This is the Eiffel Tower while it was under construction. This part here is one of the things that I was kind of inspired by. And then this picture here is the ceiling of the Grand Palais. This is some of the cast iron work that I used. This is also in the Grand Palais, but this is a detail of the kind of the cast iron work that was the basis for a lot of the design. One of the features of this set is a great big sweeping staircase. And that's a permanent feature of the set, and you know, to me that sort of suggests the decadence of Paris. You know, especially coming down that staircase sort of feels like, in a way, a descent into a world that's maybe very adult. So I use that staircase as kind of the main feature of Maxime's nightclub, which is the most fashionable place in Paris at the time of the show. It's the place that everybody goes to be seen and everybody goes to get talked about. There's a giant sort of mirrored and Art Nouveau wood piece that flies in. It's all got tufted red velvet on it, and a couple of banquettes that are also very much in the kind of Art Nouveau curved wood style of Maxime's. It's all based on what Maxime's actually looks like. And these are pictures of the actual Maxime's, which is what I kind of riffed on for my own version of Maxime's. This is kind of a good, you know, a good picture of the kind of Art Nouveau woodwork that I was playing around with. These chandeliers here, which are based on, you know, on what you see in this picture here. I think what I want the audience to experience when they see the show from a kind of design perspective is, you know, of course, to feel the sort of beauty and sumptuousness of Paris, but also to maybe be a little surprised by the sense of modernity in Paris in 1900. There was wild experimentation going on, both in the arts, but also in engineering and science. And it was sort of a kind of second renaissance for France that I think is really kind of exciting.